Hello everyone, welcome back to more chess. We're back to playing just normal 10-5 rated but non-tournament games. This time white against Wooden Pawn Man. Just gonna play classical e5 games. I mean, aren't I supposed to like just take more of the center if they're giving me this? And then they do this and it's like, yeah, that take would be okay, but so would not doing it. Like I think we do this or something? Develop while defending. Keep this tension. Rather than pushing here, which would allow something like that. Just try to maintain a grip on the center squares and not flinch. I think that's what you're supposed to do against this. I don't know. I'm sure the computer analysis will have other ideas. I think this is not fine because then push. Um, push, push. No, sorry. Yeah, push, push. I have to run with the bishop, and then this falls. So that's the threat. I guess I could do this to stop it. Okay, and it gets this bishop ready to reinforce this pawn. Wait, now they can just take here. But it's a pretty tough pawn to hang on to. Okay, I think this is fine. We also have stuff like this, which isn't doing anything in particular right now, but is a useful tactic to have. We could even do that and just discover this attack, but I think I want to keep my bishop where he is and do this instead. Get a knight in there. But then this, ugh, I don't know. I don't think they should continue making another pawn move like this. I don't think it would be worth much. I would just take here then, I think. Maybe? Maybe I would take here. Just zero in on this pawn. Now this is kind of cute. It actually defends here and I can't do that. Didn't think about that. I'm having trouble winning this pawn back. But I'm getting my pieces developed. So how bad can this be, really, right? Here, the knight doesn't want to move because then I get this. So here, I assume this, right? Can we take advantage of that somehow? Makes the queen sort of vulnerable. Here, here, here attacks the queen. And also this square. Then we could do something like this and cause some trouble over here. Probably should castle before doing that, huh? I feel pretty bad about how I've completely lost control of the center. Do I want to do this? Probably. This fork is not real because I can just take. Where does the queen go? I like the idea of this follow-up. I don't know if it's actually that great, but I have here as well to threaten even more if they try to reinforce somehow. I just like the idea of stopping their king from castling because the center is so much more open than their, especially kingside. Hey, knock that off. Okay, so I don't get the tempo that I thought I would. Well, maybe I do. I could do this, but I'd rather develop a knight, even if it is going into a pin, I think. What if here, here, now I have to move the knight, here, this knight is pinned so he can't move, takes, the knight is still pinned, so I think that does not work. I think I should not go into the pin. I'll just get the queen pinned. But we're threatening a tactic on this pawn now. Takes. Oh, fuck. Everything in this game is so hard. I hate this so much. So what you get if you're going into a pin. Remember that video a while ago? Diagonals are tricky too? Here it is. I did it again. Alright, well, see you later, queen. Now I'm gonna get the knight pinned as well. I mean, I can't even castle. I guess I could castle queenside if I wanted, and I'd still be defending the knight. Um, Castle kingside drops it, which is what I want to go kingside, I think. I don't know. Neither way, I want to get a rook on this file, but neither castling actually does that. So they retreated their knight back to defend this pawn. Fine. I mean, it seems like a good move. I'm like losing, so uh I'm sort of just like hanging around and hoping my opponent does something horrible like I always do. Wooden pawn, man. I don't understand the reference for the joke or whatever, assuming there is one. But I have this, getting the center would be cool. All right, I mean, enjoy my pawn if you want. I don't know about you, but for me, it's not a high priority. Where are the queen's safe squares, by the way? Here and here. It's sort of hard to deflect her from both of those, except if I could get a rook over here, I would be pretty happy. It's a long path, but I guess it starts like that. And this seems useful anyway. Oh, also, if I try to get out here, I just drop this bishop, so that doesn't even work. Knight here piles up on this with check, which is actually kind of cool. I didn't do this on purpose, but it seems like a pretty neat idea. I find it a bit hard to believe that queen taking here is right. I mean, I know it's like maybe not the time to criticize my opponent's play when I'm down an entire queen. But I feel like this was too greedy. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure what it was threatening. Hmm. Why? What's this all about? So I think I want to go here. Forces a king move. He probably doesn't want to go there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the follow up to this is, but it's got to be the right idea. And I guess I go here probably, right, to guard the knight who's otherwise hanging. What else could I do? Take here with check does not seem at all productive. Bishop just or rook just takes me. Yeah, I think this is cool. This attacks the rook, but it also attacks pawn that is white or black center guardian, and then we can start swinging rooks in, hopefully. We could take here or move here, threatening some big discovery here or something. Huh. I don't see where the knight can actually go to get a good discovery. I could move the bishop here, attacking the rook. But I think the rook is happy enough to just go here. Yeah, let's just get another rook on this. This is such a powerful tactical like shot. I don't know exactly what tactics come from it, but there's so many good things happening here. There's got to be something. Is it enough to compensate for being down six? Like probably not. But I seem to have. I'm the only player with an attack right now that I can tell, and so making moves that contribute to that attack seems to be my best chance at a way out. Maybe here might be a cool idea if the king tries to run over there. Otherwise, he goes here, which I don't know, doesn't seem that cool. Okay, so king is there. Um, what can I do about this? The problem is I'm not discovering any attacks now if I move the knight. I'm discovering an attack here, which my opponent would happily trade, I think. Actually, my knight is now kind of pinned because I don't want to make this trade. I could move him now to make sure this trade happens now instead of like doing this, and now he's really, really pinned because it's not a trade. It's like you lose. Or I could bring in this bishop as well. Yeah, let's try that. Well, that didn't really work, did it? Well, I don't know. I think my king's perfectly happy here. But the queen was able to use that time to get herself back sort of more into the action, I guess. Although I'm not sure there's anywhere it's safe for her to be on this diagonal. I'm controlling... Well, some of it is controlled indirectly by tactics, I think. Right, like this whole file is actually in danger because I can play bishop move with check. Well, no, I can't. Can I just do this? What are they threatening? Queen here, I still got a pawn. Bishop here, I can take, and then my king is a little bit stressed out, but probably not dead. I think I probably should not make this trade, force them to initiate, and I shouldn't run away either. I want to move this knight. Maybe that's wrong. No, I want to hang on to the knight. He can guard this. Let's just push a pawn. Okay, so they're getting a trade. I think I go this way to keep the rooks from trading. But I could do this, forcing the queen to move. Here, queen moves. And then? Not sure. It means I risk trading this off, right? Where are the queen's safe squares? Here. Here. Maybe here? No, because the knight's guarding that. So just these two. Okay, I'm running out of time. So these are her safe spots. I don't think either of them is that great, but I don't have a like good enough follow up to be so excited about either. Really, I think she should probably move to the dark square because it protects this. I guess you could do this first as an in-betweener because I don't want to take here and lose a rook in with check. So that's probably what they should do. And I think I should recapture rather than picking up the queen. It's taking a free queen instead of or a free rook instead of a free queen, but it drops my own rook. Okay, yeah, she did go here. Interesting. I hate it, but I think I do have to. No, I don't. I don't have to do that. I refuse. Oh, I'm just losing this rook now. Yeah. Oh, they're not. They're not taking it. That's interesting. I'm losing this bishop instead. Oh no, they should have taken with king, I think, or knight, because then my bishop would be in trouble. What are you threatening there? I like having the support of the knight there. It's kind of cute. Yeah, I mean, you're hoovering up some pawns. You got that all right. I'm still behind, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. My knight is pinned. My pawn is falling. It's not ideal, for sure. Ooh, that kind of hurts. Guess I should have gone here to begin with. But then rook here and I'm toast. Well, not yet. Ah! I didn't think they were going to do that. I can just take here, and that would have been fine. I I didn't even pre-move. I looked to see what they were doing, but I didn't react to them doing a surprising thing. Now I'm really dead. Why did they do it that way? It seems weird. I guess because if all the pieces are off the board, I don't have much of anything anymore. I lose my counterplay if it's just like I don't know. I feel like if I had actually traded here instead of not doing so, I would have been in okay shape. This knight's kind of sad, huh? What are you up to? Whatever it is, it stinks and I don't like it. Go home. Well, I can't make him, sadly. Uh, I don't even know. Here? That can't be right. Oh, I should have done this to begin with, actually. No, that doesn't work. They just take and... Yeah. Okay. That's pretty bad. Okay, well, just checkmate me. Maybe I can try to find some weird stalemate. I don't think it's likely. Yeah, they're even playing a little slowly to make sure to check for stalemates. Are they gonna push or just like checkmate me with what they have? Here is mate in two. Okay. Well, I mean, what was the big blunder? It was I dropped some piece, right? Rook? I don't even remember. Oh, I let the queen in. That was pretty horrible too. I was never in any good position at all. I don't know. It says white's up by 0.3, but then this makes it 0.1. Just maddening. Okay, whatever. So it doesn't like this. It says defend with the knight. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Prefer to develop knights in general. And this, yeah, right. I got confused when I did this, and I noticed a little bit after that like they can just take this and I don't really have anything. Oh, they're not supposed to. They're supposed to take this one first. Not sure why. Because they get support of the queen this way, I see. Okay, so we both played horrible in the opening. I was supposed to just castle because this can arrive. Yeah, that's a fair point. And then going into this pin was bad. But apparently this is just a draw? Oh, this does work. I didn't even see this possibility. This is defended many times, and I actually could have salvaged things here. But giving up the queen was pretty much game over. It doesn't mind queen takes there. I thought it would. It hates this. It says you should have just moved your king before something really bad happens to him. Oh, wow. That's an idea. Like, look at that. It drops the bishop, right? Wrong. Because we have this. The bishop is defended indirectly by the knight. So you can afford this attacking the queen. And then she can't go here or here or here. She has to go here, right? It says, wow, you could take this knight, dropping the queen, but getting the rook fork? Or actually, I guess I would just trade here and hope to pick up the queen later, or at least inconvenience her a bunch. Here. Wow, it's the same idea of knight fork defending. Madness. So we actually do get it. And we're still losing. Oh. So we're down 2 pawns. But I've developed. I don't know. Anyway, where was I in real life? I played this. I just never really saw the possibility of the pawn attack. King running away is good. Getting the bishop in is fine, although it does prefer the rook. Yeah, that's true, since the bishop just exposes that for no real reason. I missed some chance here, interesting, to... Why is this good? I thought here... I have this, but it's not really good. Oh! I was trying to find some way, like, I was checking every so often, like, could I play bishop here, attacking the king and queen? I didn't see an obvious way to do it. But here was my chance. All I have to do, anytime, is put a knight here, and suddenly this fork is available. Cool. Apparently, black gets a lot of compensation for it, though. Yeah. I mean, they get to pick up a piece or two, and they also get me to trade down, so their remaining piece advantage is a larger fraction of the pieces on the table. Fair enough. Anyway, I didn't see that. I tried supporting the knight. And then I dropped the rook, but they didn't take it, as I mentioned in the game. Yeah, picking up the pawn is greedy, sure. What was this about? Trying to make a home for the bishop? I don't know, that seems weird. I was a bit short on time at this point, I guess. Yeah, and I was supposed to just move my king. It actually says it doesn't even matter whether you take this piece or not. You're still in a horrible position. Huh. Okay, anyway. Clearly we've made it through all the interesting parts of the game. And, I mean, the big lesson is, like, don't... Well, okay. Don't make a bunch of blunders in the opening. But then... Try to avoid walking into pins. Like, I know that's bad, but I'm like, oh, I don't see any other opportunities. And it doesn't look so bad, but then it's a nightmare. And I'm not very good at spotting, like, when something like this is coming. I should pay it when I'm, like, moving on to a diagonal or a file in a way that could produce a pin. I should look around and be like, is it going to happen? But it's easy to forget. Okay, I think we're just going to call it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.